Hi everyone. At TMFF 2019, we were honored to screen Motorcycle Man, Daniel Lovering's film about motorcycle racing legend Dave Roper. Dave has been racing since 1972, every year without missing a beat. And since then, he's competed in over 2,000 races and won about half of those. On top of that, in 1984, he became the first American ever to win at the Isle of Man TT. To say that he's a racing legend is an understatement. Earlier in the year, ahead of the premiere, we caught up with Dave at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and I sat down and had a chat with him about his racing background and the making of the film. What I found out is that despite all of his accomplishments and the fans that kept coming up to him over the course of the weekend, he's one down-to-earth, humble guy, and I loved chatting with him. Here's what he had to say. Hi, this is Kai from the Toronto Motorcycle Film Festival, and I am here with the one and only Dave Roper, who we're going to be showing in his movie Motorcycle Man at this year's festival. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
So, Dave, tell me a little bit about your film and how it came about.
Well, and I'd like to say it's not my film. It's Daniel Lovering's film.
Yeah.
I'm just a subject in it. No, Daniel got in touch with me and asked if he could make a video. And I told him, well, you know, this has already been done. Another good friend out in Seattle, Don Lang, made a little short video. Mm-hmm. It's called Roper Number 7. Okay. And you can search for that. It's excellent. And so, but Daniel said, no, he'd actually seen that. But he had a little different take on things. And I said, okay, well, you know, sure, I'll cooperate. And so he came to Mosport here. Mm-hmm. I believe it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We came up together, and he had videoed an interview at the Team Obsolete shop before we came up here, and at my house, and then videoed me here.
In the movie, one of the things that you say often is, why does a dog chase a car? So that describes a little bit about your drive to have been racing for all of these years.
Well, I almost feel like it's not a choice, it's just I'm programmed that way, you know? And I mean, you know, obviously there is some choice involved here, but I just like chasing things, you know, always, even when I'm riding my bicycle, you know, and I see somebody ahead on a bicycle, I think, I can catch him, you know, and so that's part of the mentality of a racer, I guess.
How do you feel about having your movie shown not just online but in theaters?
Well, on the one hand, I feel a little embarrassed. You know, why do I deserve this type of thing? But if people enjoy it, then I'm all for it, you know, and so that's good.
One of the things that I really like about it is that it's about people that are accessible. Like it's not, you know, some MotoGP person that you have to be like a kilometer away from and you got to go through their people to talk to them. And this allows people in the racing community and fans an opportunity to get some of their folk heroes, or, you know, people that they see at the track often, get to know them a little bit better. And maybe even when they're up at the race and they have a chance to come up and say hi and chat with you and so on. And that's one of the things that I really like about it, or what I take away from it.
You know, I just came from the Isle of Man for the Classic TT, and we were invited for a lap of honor, and just a parade lap. And we also provided a bike for Giacomo Agostini, and so I spent several days with Ago, and was really impressed by the graciousness and patience he shows with the non-stop stream of autograph seekers and people want to photograph with him and so forth. I consider that I have a very nice level of fame, and that it's flattering, certainly, and it opens a door occasionally, and you meet interesting people.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's not like I can't go out to dinner without being hounded. And
that would not be fun at all.
No,
honestly.
and how someone like Valentino Rossi or the Beatles, or how do they live? You know, it's to me. But I was very impressed with how Ago handles it, because he's still a superstar.
Yeah.
And now, you know, this is in the sort of the classic world, you know, and but he handles it very graciously, and so there's another role model, and you know, I try and keep, but it can be awkward sometimes that when somebody comes up to me and talks to me like they're my old buddy, and I don't have any idea who they are. You know, it's a little awkward, but no, I'm comfortable with it.
That's good. You know, I brought some like posters for your movie.
Yes.
Motorcycle Man, that I'm going to be handing out at the track. I bet you that we could get a lineup formed here pretty quickly, Dave. You're quite well known.
I'm happy to do it.
Unbelievably humble.
I'm happy to do it.
I'm sure you've been asked this question like 100 times, so let me be the 101st.
Okay.
How much longer do you think you're going to keep going?
My stock answer is when they pry my cold, dead fingers off the handlebars.
So not anytime soon, then?
Not anytime soon.
Good.
I mean, you know, I've had some friends who went into their 80s racing and so forth.
Wow.
And for some of them, it was their vision that stopped them. And, you know, so at some point, you know, you don't want to be in the way.
Yeah.
And, so I hope I can be objective about that when I am getting in the way. But no, for now, it seems like I'm not in the way.
You know, I think that the secret or the trick is, as long as you're enjoying yourself and as long as it's providing fulfillment for you, whether it's emotionally or just you know, being with friends and your motorcycle family here, and you're still having fun on the track. Keep doing it as long as you possibly can. Why would you want to stop doing something that you enjoy?
Part of it is learning to let go a bit. And when, you know, the young faster racer goes by, you know, go your own pace, you know, and which is, you know, somewhat hard for me to do, because I want to chase.
Sure.
You know,
I'm sure.
But you do have to keep one's own limits in mind. And certainly, you know, and there's a long period of while your physical skills may be deteriorating slowly, you're still gaining experience and this racecraft, and so that evens out to an extent. And then eventually, you know, you've learned all the racecraft you're going to learn, and your physical skills go down. So that is inevitable, and I accept it. Several people have asked me about writing a book or something, and I have done a blog, and I can enjoy writing, although I think I'm sort of slow at it because I agonize over each word. Is that what I really mean? But also, I'm not through creating the glory, and that comes first before recording the glory. So.
Okay. Well, I really want to thanks for your time. I know it's busy for you here, obviously, this weekend. I am very excited to screen the movie at the festival. Throughout the year, as Daniel and I have been talking about bringing the film to the festival, I keep getting asked about it. Have you heard about this movie, Motorcycle Man? Are you going to be showing it? And now that we've confirmed that we are, and we've started publicizing it, there's a lot of people that have been asking about it, and a lot of people that are excited to see it. And I really can't wait to share it with our local audience and then get their reaction from it.
Very good.
I think it's going to be great, and I'm grateful for your story and sharing it with us. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thanks
appreciate
very much.
Your time. Thanks.